Hello there. Welcome back to Journey Across Canada, number 9, where we go from Charlottetown to Cavendish, where Anne of Green Gables was filmed and the story was from, and also Skinner's Pond, where Stompin' Tom Connors grew up. Alright guys, that might have just been the weirdest intro I've ever seen in my life. I want to thank Alan he's a local we met here in Skinner's Pond, for doing that for me. But yeah, that was amazing. Anyways, as he told you, we've left Charlottetown and we went to visit Cavendish and Skinner's Pond. Cavendish is the place where Anne of Green Gables got inspired from, and Skinner's Pond is where Canada's own Stompin' Tom Connors spent his childhood. First up, we went to Cavendish because it's closer, and then we left to Skinner's Pond. Now, Cavendish was the home of Anne of Green Gables. The primary economy there is tourism and agriculture. It is a very large tourism place, the Anne of Green Gables house itself. Lucy Maud Montgomery, the author of Anne of Green Gables, didn't actually live in the house where it was inspired by. However, that's the farmhouse of the friends that she based the characters off of. Now, Lucy Maud Montgomery moved to Cavendish after her parents died, and they had a friend own the farm at the Green Gables farm. Now, most of the experiences from the book Anne of Green Gables are from her own childhood. For example, there was someone she knew who sent out to the orphanage for a boy, but got a girl instead. So that's where the main character comes from. Now, after the books had been published, the Green Gables farmhouse started to be open to attract tourists, and that's a very nice tourist attraction. It is a very nice house, and I'll see how many pictures I can put up and show you about that. I'll probably have those starting from pretty much when we start talking, and I'll bring them up from now. Also in Charlottetown, it's not just the Anne of Green Gables house, there is more there. So, on the St. Lawrence Gulf, there's Cavendish Beach. Cavendish Beach has red sandstone cliffs, like most of PEI does. I'll show you a picture now. Those are very nice red sandy beaches. I believe it's because of the rust or the iron in the beach. I think it's the rust. And there's the PEI National Park, which I believe the Anne of Green Gables house might be a part of. We didn't actually go to see the PEI National Park because we were running short on time. We were only there for a day, but it is a nice place to check out if you're going by the area. Now, I'm going to go look and see what pictures I have for Skinner's Pond, and I'll show you that next. I'll probably even show you guys a couple of Stompin' Tom songs. That's what he's most well known for. Alrighty guys, I'm back. Now, Skinner's Pond is about 2 hours northwest Cavendish. It's on the northwestern point of PEI. It's a rural community in northwestern PEI, as I mentioned, and unless you actually go there, it's very hard to find much information about the town. For example, I went onto Wikipedia to see if I could find many more pictures than what I had, and to my surprise, there wasn't very much information. Now, mainly agriculture and fishing are the two main economy drivers there, and coincidentally, Skinner's Pond, as you probably could guess, is named after a pond that is located in Skinner's Pond. Now, the reason why Skinner's Pond is as famous as it is, and many die-hard true Canadians actually know what and where it is because of Stompin' Tom Connors. Stompin' Tom Connors was adopted by a farm family after being taken away by Child Services because his mother was in a women's penitentiary. Stompin' Tom is one of Canada's most famous country and folk singers. And here, at the end of this vlog, I'm going to play you some songs. I'll just play you short little excerpts so you can see, but he does sing about lots of Canada things. So say, the Reeser Fire. There was a Reeser Fire tragedy, he has a song about that. He also has a song about Sudbury, and the most famous thing in Sudbury, how that's Inco. So the song goes, oh, the girls are getting stinko, and the boys are out to Inco. We'll see, or the boys are getting stinko. And anyways, I can't remember what it is, but it mentions Inco and how you're not going to see any more of Inco on Saturday night in Sudbury, and then in, say, Tilsonburg. Tilsonburg talks about it used to be a nice growing tobacco place, so he talks about that. How his back still aches when he hears that word. Anyways, so, Stompin' Tom Connors left Skinner's Pond at the age of 15 to hitchhike across Canada, and in the Maple Leaf Hotel, he was a nickel short of buying a beer, so the bartender said, "Oh, hey, if you want to play me some songs and play some songs for my crowd, I'll give you the beer." Little did he know that would start him with a contract both at the Maple Leaf Hotel and on radio, so that was the start of his career. So some famous songs I mentioned: Bud the Spud, Hockey Song, Big Joe Mufferaw, The Martin Hartwell Story, Sudbury Saturday Night, The Blue Berets, I believe. So yes, I'm going to put some of those songs in. All of the songs are nice, true Canadians. He does feel that you can't be a true Canadian singer if you sell out and go to the United States, because then you're moving over there. So here, I'll play some songs for you guys. And next up, we're going down to Halifax. We're going into Nova Scotia. We're going to go across the Confederation Bridge, but I'll see you in Halifax.
While Confederation bridges our nation to an island so rich and so rare, I'll be driving Northumberland straight to that wonderland garden that's cradled out there. And I'll bet there's no bridges through high mountain ridges on land or on sea to compare with the Confederation that bridges our nation to Prince Edward Island so fair. He was born in old New Brunswick in the early part of May 1909. 6 years old, he played the fiddle at the barn dance on the old York County line. Every year, John got better. He dreamed about that fortune down the track. Then he came down to St. John's City, where he formed the old New Brunswick Lumberjacks. Lost up in no man's land of the Northwest Territories, they were lost up in no man's land. The Martin Hartwell story, the Martin Hartwell story. On November the 8th of 72, north of the Arctic Circle, a plane took off from Cambridge Bay, and the pilot's name was Hartwell. He had to make it to Yellowknife, although the night was storming. Heave-hi, ho, the best man in Ottawa was Mufferaw Joe. Mufferaw Joe. Big Joe Mufferaw paddled in the Ottawa all the way from Ottawa this one day. On the river Ottawa, the best man we ever saw was Big Joe Mufferaw, the old folks say. Yes, we are the Blue Berets. We're up and on our way with another UN flag to be unfurled till the factions are at bay. And
so there we go, guys. Those are some of Stompin' Tom's songs. And I can't even remember what I said earlier. I'm not sure if I said something about a Resource Fire or something. The two songs that I'm getting confused here are Fire in the Mine and the Resource Crossing Tragedy. Both of the songs are very nice songs. I mean, all of the songs are. I have 22 songs in this album here that I have. There's more that I don't have. I don't have Bud the Spud, don't have the Hockey Song, don't have the Ketchup Song, etc., etc. So, I'm going to link some of those below the video. If you want to check them out, feel free to go ahead. Unless you've already seen them, then good job for you. Thanks. Bye.